May I come in, sir?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Please introduce yourself.
Sir, my name is Parikshit Lahan. I am from Dalbari district of Assam, and I have done my graduation in 2018 from Sibsagar College, Joyhagar. And after that, I have been preparing for civil services examination, basically for APSC CCE. And this year, this is my first attempt, and my optional subject is history.
You did your graduation in which subject?
Ma'am, I did my graduation in geology. It was my major subject.
Geology. And then was that your optional?
No, ma'am. My optional is history. So,
Why did you choose a different subject?
ma'am, actually, the history optional subject has a lot of overlap with the GS portion of the civil service preparation. But in case of geology, it has a relatively less overlap. And also, as I was preparing for civil services, first of all, I didn't decide my optional subject. But eventually, I got to know that history is a much interesting subject. So I decided that this will be my optional subject.
Please take us through the history of Assam very briefly.
Ma'am, the history of Assam starts in the ancient period when there is overlap between history and mythology, where the Narakasur is the first king of Assam, or Kamrupa as we can say. Then after that, the Varman dynasty started, which is the written history we can say.
Why did you say history of Assam started? What was the phase before history then?
Sir, the phase before history is known as prehistory.
Why do we call history then historical period?
Sir, historical period we can say because there is documentation. There is a chronology of events for that period of time.
Okay.
But before that, there is no chronology. There are only archaeological evidences.
Okay, that's why we call
Yes,
it
sir.
prehistory.
Prehistory we call it.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
please carry on.
Yes, sir. And after that, the Burman dynasty comes. After that, the Salastamba dynasty or the Mlekha dynasty. After that,
Yeah, talking about political history.
yes, sir.
So, what about the economic history? What do you know about the economic and social history of Assam?
So the economic and social history of Assam is relatively less known actually, not only in Assam, but in all over India actually. The subaltern part of history is usually ignored. So in case of Assam, I have not read as such about the economic history. But in case of social history, I can say that the people are actually very different from the mainland of India or Bharat in ancient times. There was no caste system as such. Even though if it was there, the caste rigidity was not there actually. So that we can say about the social situation of Assam at that point of time actually, sir.
Why do you want to be in the Assam Police Service?
Ma'am, actually, I have an inclination towards the uniform, first of all. Secondly, ma'am, my father is in Assam Rifles. He is a junior commissioned officer. So I want to carry on in his footsteps. So that is...
Why didn't you go to the army instead?
Yes, sir. The army actually gives you the battalion life. So the battalion life is actually secluded from the rest of the people, we can say. So the civil services aspect of the whole official status or the officer is...
What qualities are you ingraining in yourself? How are you preparing for the service?
Sir, first of all, leadership quality, I would say that I think I am inculcating in myself. Then second is the confidence. Sir, I'm confident in myself that if given the chance to be in the Assam Police Service, that I will perform my best, I will give my best. And thirdly, sir, I am also interested in investigation. I'm interested in joining the deputation forces such as NIA, such as...
Can you tell us
IB.
what are the laws you will be dealing with? What are the major laws as a police servant?
So the major laws that I will be dealing with are CRPC and IPC actually. These are the basic laws. But other than that, there are also new laws coming up, which are the NIA Act or the UAPA Act. So those are the laws that I will be dealing with in my journey if I'm selected as an Assam Police Service officer.
Police service, joining police service means you are sacrificing a lot.
Yes, sir.
There's no balance. How are you going to deal with that? How are you going to balance your, say, your personal family life? There will be no balance. You'll be 24/7. You're dedicated to that service. So, are you ready for that, or have you given up on your upcoming family you're going to nurture?
Yes, sir. Going to that question, actually, not only me, my whole family has been preparing for this, actually, because my father, as I have told you, is an Assam Rifles officer. So he's currently posted in Nagaland. So hardly in a year we get to see him for 1 month. So that can also be the case with me in the future if I join the Assam Police Service. But I think it will be rather better than my father, because I will be staying in Assam itself. But my father never actually got the chance to be in Assam. So I think that's a favorable situation for me, even though I'm not 24/7 available for my family. But still, I think I'll be getting this opportunity to serve the people of Assam, or to serve the people of India. So I think that amount of sacrifice is negligible for me personally. So I have been preparing for that. So I don't have any problem with the job profile or the career progression.
Where do you see Assam in next 10 years' time?
Sir, Assam.
Yeah.
Sir, Assam in the next 10 years' time would experience, more importantly, economic growth, I would say, because new initiatives are coming up, new policies are being implemented. This policy is also being implemented as we talk right now. Then, sir, the infrastructure projects are also picking up as we speak. The more and more bridges are being constructed, more and more railway lines are being constructed. The electrification is also done.
What about the bridge between Bangladesh and Assam? You know, an international, they share an international boundary. The kind of trade which should have happened has not happened.
Yes, sir.
You know, the people are illegally migrating from that country, which has caused a menace and, you know, unsettled the demographic balance. How do you think, you know, Assam should deal with, you know, Bangladesh?
So the first thing is that the newly constructed or will be constructed bridge over the Brahmaputra from India to Bangladesh. I'm forgetting the name. I'm sorry for that, sir. But I think that will actually contribute towards economic progress, because as we know today that Bangladesh is actually progressing. It is relatively smaller in size compared to India, but the demographics or the social indicators in Bangladesh are actually much better than India in some cases. According to reports, we don't know how much it is correct or how much it is wrong. So I think the Bangladeshi economy is also progressing at that level. They are currently the leaders in textile manufacturing. So I think India is doing what it can. Indian businessmen are investing in Bangladesh. So such kind of trade is already happening. So with the construction of that bridge, I think
No, I was talking about a metaphorical bridge.
Okay, sir.
Not a real bridge.
Okay, sir. I thought about the real bridge.
Yeah, bridge between these one Assam and its neighbor Bangladesh, which
Yes,
happens to be a country.
Yes, sir.
I'm talking about
Relations.
should we build bridges or should we build walls?
So definitely the walls are man-made, but bridges can be between human to human, person to person. So I think
There's a lot of talk about actually walling the boundary between India and Bangladesh. So what is your take? Should there be a wall or should there be a bridge?
sir, I personally think that there should be a wall also and there should be a bridge also, because just by constructing a bridge, we can't say that the problem is over, because the people will be coming and going, and without any control, without any such things in place or such laws in place, actually the demographics will change more. Right now, actually, the people of Assam are experiencing culturally we are experiencing that demographics is changing. Or
Do
things
you
are changing.
think currently communalism is raising its ugly head once again in the history of India?
Sir, communalism has been present from medieval period or from ancient period.
Is communalism present from medieval period, or is it a modern phenomena which was artificially constructed by the British to divide the people?
Sir, according to history, it is not so that communalism is a modern construct. Yes, definitely.
According to Bipan Chandra, it's so.
Sir, yes, definitely. He might have mentioned it, but I'm not aware of that right now. But as I have said, that actually communal tensions pre-existed. It was not that it didn't exist, but the condition, but the situation. Now communalism is seen as Hindu versus Muslim, but communalism is not only Hindu versus Muslim. We can also put other things in communalism, such as blacks and whites. So that kind of communalism is also there, and between. Basically about that.
Blacks and white is racism.
Yes, sir, racism, but that
Let
is
us
also-
take an imaginary scenario
Yes,
where suppose you are taking guidance from a person, a senior who is already in the Assam Police Service,
Yes, ma'am.
and he has taught you how to prepare for the examination. He has given you notes and he has thoroughly trained you, and you clear this exam and you are selected in the Assam Police Service.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you coincidentally get posted in the same district and in the same office as he is.
Yes, ma'am.
1 year later, fast forward, one of your female staff comes to you and complains of being sexually harassed by that same senior who has not only helped you crack this exam, but also as a new, when you are a beginner, he has trained you for the past 1 year how to, given you hands-on training on the job. What will you do in that scenario?
Ma'am, at that kind of scenario, actually we'll have to follow the law, because no matter how much he means to me on a personal level,
But he's your senior also.
yes,
What
ma'am,
will you do?
He's my senior. So first of all, I will actually go to him and ask him if he's involved in such kind of things as well. And I will also try to know the side of the women employee who has been sexually harassed, so that there is no conflict of interest, because we can see today that there are many fake cases as well. So I will try to see the both sides first of all, and after that I will actually go towards the investigation part, whether the allegation or the acquisition is true or not. I will try
What
to.
are the laws in place for that?
Sir, ma'am, actually, sorry. Ma'am, actually, I don't know about the laws as such. I will be honest about it. But I have heard about Vishaka guidelines, which are in place by the Supreme Court of India, if I'm not wrong.
What are the guidelines?
Sir, I'm not aware of that. I've just heard about the law. Sorry.
Do we have a law on sexual harassment at workplace right now?
Yes, sir, we definitely have, I think, but I'm not aware of it.
Vishaka guidelines, you're talking about guidelines. Guidelines are there when there is no law.
Okay, sir.
If there is a law, do you reckon any law which is newly, added to our?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of it. I have not read it. I will definitely go and search on it.
Sure. I think that's it.
Okay, Parikshit.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.